I have a very unique story, I guess, in that my career goals were to, everything was pointing towards education. That's what I wanted to do, is be in education. And I spent 15 years as a teacher, as an administrator, and through the last since 2010. So for these last 10 years, I've had medical issues. And the last 3+ now, I've been retired, medically retired. And so I've been with Love Inc. for a little more than 3 years. And some of that happened by accident. So here I am, like, I've just kind of surrendered my career goals. I don't know what I'm doing with myself, but God knew what he was doing with me, so I appreciate that. And through this time, I'm feeling this need to go to Savannah, Georgia. I don't know why. I don't have any family there. I didn't know anybody there. It's like, but Savannah, Georgia was on my mind. So I go to my pastor and say, I don't know, Savannah, Georgia, I think I should move there. And he said, well, what are you going to do there? I said, well, I don't really know, but I kind of like the idea of people who have donating and people who don't have receiving. He said, you really need to check out Love Inc. Well, I've been in the area now since 2003. I've heard about Love Inc. I've seen the signs, but I didn't really know. I didn't take the time to understand the whole ministry. To me, it was, just this donation place. It was equivalent to other places where you'd say, hey, I've got an extra whatever, and I'm going to drop it off there. Yeah. And so I spent really that first year out of retirement just, I guess, being a utility infielder, to use a baseball term. You throw me anywhere.
The funny thing is, Bill, in the last episode, Bill used about 3 different baseball references, so this worked. This is great.
Good. And since we're near a baseball field.
That's right over there. We're in Gypsy Hill Park.
So, yeah. But that first year, I think I did a little bit of everything. Now, of course, I have physical limitations when it comes to moving furniture and so forth, but I was able to be present, at least, for part of that process of deliveries and so forth, and just kind of see how all of that stuff worked. And be part of the clearinghouse and taking the phone calls and making the phone calls and going out to people's homes. And that was great.
Yeah.
That was, to me, that was transformational for me.
Sure.
And then also teaching classes. And that was just one of those things that was kind of like, hey, you can do this. Can you do this? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So I got a little taste of I would say everything in that first year. And then I uprooted my family. We moved to Savannah for a year. Yep. And the purpose there was to educate people about Love Inc.
So you had this calling, very clear calling, Savannah, Georgia, but you didn't, the direction of it was kind of like, okay, I know I'm supposed to go, but what am I supposed to do with that kind of direction? And then Love Inc. happened.
Yeah, and it was a great fit. And I would, Savannah has many, many things to offer, but no Love Inc. And so, like, there are a lot of ministries there for the homeless population. There are a lot of ministries for the hungry. There are a lot of, you name it. There are ministries there, but there's no Love Inc. So I would say that Love Inc. does a really nice job, especially for people who are really wanting to get out of that rut. Generational poverty, I think, is really the term for it. But people who are interested in getting out of that, there's nothing that existed in Savannah. So when I went down there, that was another moment of transformation for me because, I was able to really feel the heart of a lot of pastors and people down there. And the heart is there. And what I realized after about a year of being down there is people aren't really interested in hearing from me. They want to hear from people who are natives of Savannah.
Sure.
And, I felt like the job was done. It was time to go home. So in that year, I kind of spread the knowledge of Love Inc. And then now it's with the people of Savannah to move on that. And, certainly COVID-19 has brought things to a slow move down there, but the heart still remains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I like that. And then we moved back here last summer, and about the same time that I moved back, in a, I guess, unrelated thing, they were talking at Love Inc. about developing this new position of director of transformational ministries.
Sure.
And it's kind of what I did. It's scheduling. It's looking at curriculum. It's developing classes and teachers and so forth. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I'm still in those beginning stages, and certainly going digital and all of this stuff has changed the way that my position looks. So it's still growing, ebbing and flowing, but we're getting there.
Yeah.